Star seeds, warriors, warriors of the light, rainbow warriors. Welcome back. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to start telling us today. I want to talk about why everything's happening now on this planet and what's the significance of now. Again, a lot of misconception out there. Overall, I'm going to try to clear everything up, even on many of our social media outlets, if you will, like the Galactic Federation of Light, Facebook pages. There's a lot of the dark side on that as well, throwing in their little lies here and there, masking it in truth, but it leads to the wrong place. So I'm going to clear a few things up today. I think I'm going to start with one misconception, which is everyone's crossing over, the no man's left behind. That's just not true. That's absolutely not true. In fact, it's pretty easy to actually see that if you go out and look. Many people are happy in this caged world that they've been living in. They actually have nice, easy lives, and they don't want things to change. They've got a cool Mercedes in the right house or the right condo or everything's in place. They love their life of materialism. So reality is, and no, it's cool. It's their choice. We all have a choice here. And let's talk about that. There are two choices on this planet right now. You can choose fear, or you can choose love. That's what it boils down to. So keep that in mind. With fear comes hate, comes war, comes all the things that fear brings. And with love comes peace, comes equality, comes abundance for all. So I choose love and light. And I want humanity to choose love and light, as many of us that can. And reality is there's enough room for all. There's no overpopulation on this planet. The whole of humanity can cross over if they so choose. But it is a choice, and we need to keep that in mind. It is a choice. We need to make it. We need to make that choice out loud. Whether you choose or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you're ignorant to the fact that there's a tremendous choice happening on the planet right now. Whether you choose or not, you're choosing. If you choose just to be ignorant and ignore all the truths that people are telling and call it conspiracy theory, if you choose to ignore all that, you're making a choice, is the reality. So those of us who are making the choice for love and to move forward in abundance and equality, we need to say that out loud. We need to think it, we need to say it, we need to feel it. One of the most important parts of what we're going to do as warriors is we're going to feel what we do from our heart. We're going to lead with our heart from now on, including when you're listening to me. You can feel me or not. I want you to feel what I'm saying. Use your heart to discern whether I'm telling you the truth or I'm not. I'm making things up, and I want just to be a popular Facebook guy. Or, YouTube guy. And I really don't care much about fame. In fact, I like my anonymity, and I'm giving that up in hopes to raise and bring together the warriors. And now that I'm saying that, I'll go into that a little more. My intentions I would like to share with you. I don't think I'm greater or wiser than any of you. I actually firmly believe that every single one of you has every single answer to everything in the universe within you. It's within you. You have the answers to everything within you. My hopes are to awaken you so that you know that. I want you to remember your own memories. And secondly, I would like to bring the warriors together. The more we come together and the higher our numbers are, the more things we can do that we actually see with our eyeballs. So I mentioned in my last video that I had another video, my very first video that I put out, which you'll see on YouTube if you go to my page. That was jumping the gun. I've been so wrapped up in 5D and reading other starseeds post and just really fully just diving into the starseed world and the ascension path that we're on, that when I go outside, I'm reminded that the world, at least the United States, and I do believe the world, we're not awakened. The vast majority are not. We're not even aware is the reality. So I really jumped the gun, and I do have some actions that I want us to do when we come together. There's a couple actions we can do that can change everything. So I mentioned it on that first video that I would like us to turn the skies purple, deep dark purple. I still would like to get to that. And what that is, aside from the obvious, for those of you who are meditators and know of the violet flame meditation, the obvious things happening there are we're healing the earth. But my purpose for doing this and wanting us to do this is not just healing the earth, although that would be glorious. It is when we do this, when we do our first major action together, it is us stepping in the ring. And if we can turn the skies purple, they know the warriors are awakened. That is our sign. And if we do this, when we do this, our enemies will run. All it takes is them knowing that we're awake, that we're here. And when we make ourselves known, they will clear out. Our enemy will clear out what is left of them. So with that being said, my intentions are to bring the warriors together, to bring the starseeds together, the healer. I want all of you here. I want everyone who are warriors of God. If you're Christian, we need all the warriors to stand together across this planet. Now, let's move on from there. Those are my intentions. I really want us to come together. And I think we all know that. The only way this planet is going to change is if we let go of our hate and if we let go of our prejudice and we come together. Humanity has to come together across the planet. We are one race of people. And I think we all know that. The answer to this is we all come together. We're all sick and tired of war. We're all sick and tired of hate. We're all sick and tired of non-equality because you have a Mercedes, you're somehow better than me. That shit's got to go. But let's move on. Why is this all happening today? 2012, December 26th, which many of you know this number. It's the Mayan calendar, if you will. On that day, the 26,000 year celestial cycle of our planet came to an end and a new one began. So we are in a new 26,000 year cycle, celestial. And from 2012, December 26th, to now, up to December 21st, actually, the gate has been open. The gate of choosing, and we're choosing paths. Now, a lot of this may start sounding kooky, but if you have a small understanding of quantum physics, possibly a deeper understanding of your religions, and I'm not sure, but either way, let's just move on. Many timelines opened up, and they are open now. So there are 6 timelines for the 3rd dimension. You and I, warriors, are standing on the 5th dimension timeline, the timeline that leads to our 5th dimension. Through the 4th dimension, we land in the 5th, and we can move on up from there. But the reason everything's happening now is this is the only time in the 26,000 year span where we can make this shift. So the cabal, the black hats, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, the whatever we want to call them, they're waging war on us pretty hardy right now, and they're trying to instill fear into us for that reason. They do not want us to ascend. They do not want the planet to ascend. Now, I've said that this isn't set in stone on my last video. The only thing that is set in stone is that our mother Gaia, planet Earth, is ascending. She's going with or without us. Her path is assured. She is vibrating high. She's moving quickly up the ladder, if you will. She's turning on all of her chakras and working her way up. So she's moving. She's moving forward, and if we connect to her, we go with her. If we love our planet, we go with her. So Mother Gaia is ascending. That's set in stone. We have to take our ascension. Now, with that being said, I also want to, because I get a little fired up sometimes, and I am talking to the warriors. I'm talking to the awakened, at least the aware. Most people here are not sleeping. I'm a cuckoo to them, and that's okay. I like being a cuckoo. So to those warriors who are with me, we need to, one, start shining a little brighter. Our times, this linear time that we're in currently, is coming to a close. The gate's about to shut. So I would like us to, on that day, but I'm jumping ahead again, on December 21st, in a perfect world, all the warriors stand up, all the starseeds stand up, the healers, the way showers, light workers, grid workers. That's our day to stand together. It's the great alignment. So back to why all this is happening now. So the cabal are really pushing hard right now. That's why we had the coronavirus. They had a couple other things in the chamber that we were able to put down, but coronavirus was that was their weapon that we have now turned to be our weapon. And many of us are waking up currently. And with that being said, there's apparently another large awakening, and I think that will happen this month. It's October now. And before the elections, and this will send some of you running right now, Donald Trump is a light worker. Many of you just see him as a president. He happens to be our president also, but Donald Trump is a starseed. He's one of us. He is a warrior. And he is literally trying to create world peace, and actually doing it. It's not just trying. He is creating world peace. I know he's been bashed by our main media heavily, and there's reason for that too. He is a champion that's come to change things. I know it's hard for many of you to see that, but you need to look at the other side of the coin. Stop looking at main media if you're looking into Donald Trump. You need to start looking for the truth, and it's out there. But while I'm talking about him, and just to be clear, I'm down with Donald Trump, and he's not just a president, he's a changer of the planet. He's changing this planet. He's trying to destroy, he is destroying the cabal. He is trampling out the fucking darkness and bringing light. So since I have him in our thoughts right now, I do also know that this month, or before the election anyway, before November 4th, he's going to, as it's been relayed to me, he's taking control of the national broadcast system here in the US, and there's a large announcement coming out. Again, because the main media is not actually telling anyone what's really going on. They're not bringing to light the fact that he's literally pulling children out of cages on the constant. We have allied forces that are literally fighting, shooting, killing, dying to save humanity, to save our souls, so that we reach this ascension that we're going for. He's aiding us in this, and we need to know that. It's not what you see on the surface, it's not the full picture. And I mean, there's been a veil over our eyes for multiple lifetimes. But back to our 26,000 year cycle. So this is the time. This is the time for that great change. And this is why we, the warriors, need to stand up. While I'm talking about us warriors, I want to be clear about one thing, because I'm going to fire you up every now and then. We are nonviolent. We are warriors of peace, love, and light. No more violence. Violence is gone. We are such great warriors. We don't need that. We can change everything with the lantern within ourselves, we can change it all. We are armed with the truth, and we are going to fight with the truth. Everyone needs to know the truth. Again, whether they accept it or not, that's not our place. It's our place to plant a seed in them. You are star seeds. You plant seeds. Now, anyone who's been a warrior in the 3D, I myself started my life as a boxer at age 7, and at 18 started going into martial arts, and I've studied a few different forms at this point. I've been in quite a few fights. I'm missing teeth. My nose has been broken 3 times. I've broken most of the bones in my hands and my feet. I have chipped elbows. You don't get in a fight and come out unscathed, is the reality. And while we're saying that, know who you're talking to. I don't have my third eye. I have not lived a deep spiritual life all my life. It has been the forefront of my mind. I'm a huge ancient text reader. All the way, I kind of worked my way back. So all the way back to Sumerian texts. I've kind of started with religion and worked my way back. And the truth of the matter is, this is not a strange thing. I mean, our DNA has been messed with for a long time, and we are not just these feeble creatures. We are powerful, God-like creatures. God is within us, and we have that power. We are source. Source shines right through us, and we shine it back out. So, peaceful warriors of the light is what you are. Great changers. You bring great change. So, before I get into, I guess I wanted to get into why all of this is happening now, and I felt it important for you to understand this 26,000 year cycle, because once that door closes, there's, if we were so lucky, we'd get to try it again in 26,000 years, but Mother Gaia is moving up. So this leftover 3D planet that's going to move forward a little bit does come to an abrupt end. A planet without a soul, a planet without life, doesn't live. I want to go with our living planet. I want to go with Mother Gaia. And I know you do too. So, with that being said, I will say that you can't do too much to love Mother Earth right now. If you go out and clean up trash on the side of the road, you're showing her love. And Earth stewards are now the highest paid, if you will, in our new 5th dimension. Those who care for our planet, you're high and mighty. We love you. You are champions of our planet. And you care for your mother deeply. So the more care you give our mother right now, the quicker she can move up and the quicker we can move up. We do this, we have to do this together. We have to come together. Now, along with, I mentioned, Donald Trump's going to come out with some truths on the national broadcast system here in the U.S. And I'm almost waiting for that. I'm not. I'm going to move forward anyway. But along with that, he is also going to kind of clean up the internet, if you will. Shut down all the AIs. That's supposed to happen sometime in the next couple weeks, if you will. In which case, many of us can speak much more freely than we do now. I do very much so want to speak about the darkness. I want to talk about it, the sex trafficking. I want to talk about adrenochrome. I want to talk about the demons and the devils in Hollywood, in our political system. But I'm not going to go into those too deep right now. I don't only want to stay on the darkness. We have some amazing things that are already set. They're already in place, waiting for us to come take them. The healing abilities that we're going to have between the Medibeds and the GANs by Kesh. We have basically Tesla power already being set up here in the US. I believe other parts of the world as well. We have all these things at our disposal now. They too are kind of hidden. So we'll get into the positive. We'll get into I mean, our new cryptocurrency has already been set up. Our monetary system in our fifth dimension has already been worked out. Everything's been worked out is the reality. We just have to go take it now. We have aid from every angle that we can get it. And since I'm speaking of our aid, many of you know that there's the Galactic Federation up there and, under our earth, if you will, doing some fighting for us. Excuse me. Many of you are already aware of the Galactic Federation and the multiple species that are here to aid us in this ascension process. But I do want to state this. It's very, very important to know this. No one, no being, God himself, second coming of Christ, no one's coming. No one is coming to save us. It's all in here. Christ, your Christ, is inside of you. And he needs to rise from inside. God rises from inside of you. No one's coming. We are it. We are the ones that are actually rising. We are rising on this planet. Christ is within you. Those Christians out there, he's within you. You know this. That's you accepted him in your heart. He's the one. Again, I'm not religious, but I need you. We need you here. You are holy warriors. You need to come with us. You need to stand with us. We're all here for the same reason. Doesn't matter what religion. If you stand for love, we're here for the same reasons. So, important to know, no one's coming. No one. The Palladians aren't coming. The Octorians aren't coming. No one's coming. Source himself isn't coming. But what did happen is they all sent us, all the starseeds. Source himself sent us angels. There are angels in human bodies right now. There are Palladians in human bodies, Arcturians. There are far too many races out there aiding us, Andromedans, so on and so forth. We have been sent help in the only way that they can. Again, no one can interfere. The Galactic Codex does not allow anyone to come down here and make this change. We have to make this change. We have to raise our vibration and make this change, each and every one of us. And when we come together and make this change, it's an individual choice, but by choosing it individually, you're choosing to be part of the greater, the whole, the greater whole. And again, the more of us that wake up, the more of us that change, we change everything. We wake up more people. The more of us that awaken, the more other people awaken. The higher our vibration gets, the higher that low vibration, it steps up just a bit. So the more that you can raise your personal vibration, you're also aiding your brother by doing so. So bring your vibration up. Stand for love. I think that might be it today. I really want us to know that we are the second coming. And I think I'm going to get into, sadly, some darkness. And again, you are warriors, so you're going to you can face the darkness. You came here for it. Don't be afraid of it. I know it hurts some of your hearts. In my personal life, I talk to my sister, friends around that don't think I'm crazy. And a couple of them actually have asked me, is it really important that I know all of these dark things? They break my heart. It saddens me. It brings me down to know that this many children are kidnapped, raped, murdered, their blood, being consumed as if it were wine. To know the truths of what's really been happening on this planet is hurtful to your soul a little bit. But it's not in the end, because you need to arm yourself before we step in the ring, and you do need to know all the truths. And does it make you angry? Yeah, it probably will. Does it make you sad? It probably will when we get to it, the full truth of it all. But that's okay. We need to go. We are emotional creatures, and we need to actually feel each and every one of our emotions fully. Doesn't mean when we step in the ring, and we're going to step in the ring, we're going to get in this fight. Before that happens, we'll feel anger. We'll feel frustration. We're going to feel sad. We're going to feel heartbroken. And we want to experience all of those emotions. But when we step in the ring, we are the perfect calm of the storm. We are the storm, and we are the perfect calm. We won't have anger. We'll have released it all. We won't have hate. We don't have hate. We don't hate. We will have no fear because we are fearless. Before we step in that ring, we are going to perfect ourselves. We are going to balance our emotions. We're going to balance the light and the dark within us. We're going to balance the feminine and the masculine within us. And only then can we destroy all darkness. And we will trample out the darkness, if you will. So, with that, my warrior brothers and sisters, I ask that you be kind this week. Be forgiving this week and every day. Love your planet. Love yourself. It's imperative that you love yourself. You cannot love anything else if you don't love yourself. If you do not hold love in your heart for you, you can't hold love in your heart for anyone else. So, love yourself, love your planet, be strong. You are great warriors, amazing warriors, and you will create great change on this planet. I love you all. We're going to move forward together. We're going to kick some ass together. I'm so excited for us to make these changes. When it's all said and done, we're going to have a big dance party. And I like to dance. All right. I love you all. That's my chit chat for the day. Actually, I have a little... Let me see if I can't get us a little something up here. Hold on a second, my friends. Let's see here. Let's get that. Okay. Now that we've got that done, oh, moving all over the place. Sorry. So, now that we've got that done, I wish you all a very, very, very amazing day. Love strong. That's about it. We're going to whoop some ass together. Let's do this thing. I love you all. I'll bring you some more truths on my next video. I am wrapping some things up. I'm going to make this my full-time gig, if you will. I can't think of anything else. I am very wrapped up in this ascension process. I've quit my job. I've quit my girlfriend. I've quit a lot of things. Everything that doesn't vibrate at a higher level for me, I've quit. So I'm very available to all of you. And all right, peace out. Rock on.